The elephant in the room. Don't talk about it. Don't look at it. Don't even think about it. That's the line, isn't it? Don't acknowledge it, and it'll just go away. To talk about it is to accept responsibility, and nobody wants that. What am I talking about? The elephant in the room. Doesn't matter what the issue is, large or small, the general school of thought when it comes to admitting our mistakes, particularly mistakes we may have made as a company, is just don't do it. Accepting responsibility for failures can be difficult, even costly, both financially and in other ways. But sometimes, not recognizing failures can have even larger consequences. Some years ago, nobody can quite put their finger on when exactly it was, the decision was taken to market ourselves under the banner MERLIN tickets. It was probably innocuous enough at first. Perhaps we made a flyer for an exhibition and used the phrase on there to highlight that, in addition to providing complete venue management systems, we also had online ticketing solutions. If it had stopped there, what would have been the harm? We did, after all, have an online ticketing solution, one that we were really proud of, in fact, so why shouldn't we tell everyone about it? Perhaps some people who didn't want complete systems wouldn't realize that they could use us for online tickets without even needing so much as a barcode scanner. Yes, this MERLIN tickets was definitely a good idea, and therefore one which we should persist with. So we did. But it got out of hand. Perhaps we should make a website for MERLIN tickets so that people who only wanted online ticketing solutions wouldn't be overwhelmed by the amount of information on an existing website. Yes, let's do that. How about social media accounts? Wouldn't it make sense to use MERLIN tickets on Twitter as well? Or Facebook? Or LinkedIn? Or what had begun with the best of intentions, as a way of helping to simplify what we did for customers who didn't need anything other than online tickets, had taken on a life of its own. Now we had twice the amount of websites, twice the number of social media accounts to handle, twice the amount of content to create. We found that we needed to have meetings just to work out what was MERLIN content and what was MERLIN tickets content. Simplifying things certainly seemed to have created an awful lot of work. Before we knew it, more people referred to it as MERLIN tickets than MERLIN, to the extent that we even started doing it ourselves. But we knew things had really gone too far when we started receiving comments from existing customers saying, "Oh, you do point of sale too? I had no idea." Or, "How long have you sold hardware? I thought you were just about online tickets." Nobody could quite remember when it had started, but this MERLIN tickets thing clearly needed to stop. All of which is to say that we are not MERLIN tickets. We are not MERLIN point of sale, MERLIN memberships, MERLIN gift aid, MERLIN box office, MERLIN stock control. We're not any of those things because we are all of those things. We are MERLIN. We always have been, and we always will be. I suppose the moral of this, if there is one, is that despite our best intentions, it's easy to embark down the wrong path without knowing it, and not realizing it until you discover that you're somehow some considerable distance away from your original goal. We made a mistake, which is going to take some time and effort to rectify. But it's far better to acknowledge it and move forward in the right direction, rather than to pretend otherwise and continue further down the wrong path.